The Apple Watch Series 8 gets a skin temperature reader, low power mode, and crash detection to make the best smartwatch around a tick better. But the design and watchOS 9 are what really make Series 8 shine. Not all that much is new for the Apple Watch Series 8, and that's okay. I mean, it might seem a bit boring compared to the brand new Apple Watch Ultra, but don't get me wrong, useful upgrades to health tracking, safety, and connectivity make the best smartwatch even better. The standout Apple Watch Series 8 upgrades compared to the Apple Watch Series 7 are exclusively on the inside. The new watch has the long-rumored skin temperature sensor and long-awaited low-power mode, which can extend the latest Apple Watch's battery life to 36 hours. The Apple Watch 8 also has a new crash detection feature, leveraging improved motion sensors for instant help when you might need it most. Otherwise, things I appreciated about the Apple Watch Series 8 are last year's design change and watchOS 9, a solid annual software update available now to Apple Watch Series 4 users and newer. Maintaining the $399 starting price while offering an affordable alternative in the Apple Watch SE rounds out Apple's smartwatch lineup quite nicely too. But is the latest flagship Apple Watch right for you? Let's go over what you need to know in this Apple Watch Series 8 review. The Apple Watch Series 8 is available as of September 16, 2022 with a starting price of $400 for the 41mm GPS only model. The price is $500 for the GPS plus cellular version. The 45mm size meanwhile will start at $429 and go up to $529 for cellular support. There are two additional Apple Watch models to choose from this year, the $799 Apple Watch Ultra and $249 Apple Watch SE. You might recall the original Apple Watch SE started at $279, so that model received a $30 discount, a move that makes sense with the Apple Watch Series 3 being discontinued finally. It's almost impossible to tell the Apple Watch 8 versus Apple Watch 7 apart, with the new smartwatch sporting the curvier chassis and thinner display bezels that debuted last year. This screen, which is 20% larger than the Apple Watch Series 6's, is optimized for features like always-on display, the new watchOS 9 faces, and a QWERTY keyboard for sending messages. Yes, there are things I have had for a year already with the Series 7. Yes, these are things I have had for a year already with the Series 7, but I will assume people upgrading from older Apple Watch devices will see the redesign as a major improvement. If you are thinking about moving on from an Apple Watch Series 5 or Series 4, prepare for more usable screen space. On the side of the Apple Watch Series 8, you will find the familiar digital crown and side button, which are used in hand with the touchscreen to navigate the device. While it would be neat if it got an action button on the side like the Apple Watch Ultra, the Apple Watch Series 8's design is still plenty intuitive. The Apple Watch Series 8 colors include midnight, silver, starlight, and product red. Blue and green watches are no longer available, though I don't feel one way or the other about their departure. Besides, customization comes by finding the best Apple Watch bands for your style. Let's take a closer look at the skin temperature sensor Apple introduces in this update. The skin temperature sensor informs two areas of Apple's health suite: sleep tracking and cycle tracking. For sleep, deviations in baseline overnight temperature might help you keep tabs on what external factors impact your regular test. Think traveling or partying late. Crash detection isn't a new Apple Watch Series 8 feature I hope anyone ever has to test, but regrettably car accidents happen. Apple Watch has had fall detection and emergency SOS features for some time, but crash detection is a new kind of safety tool made possible by upgraded motion sensors in Series 8. The Apple Watch Series 8 features two new motion sensors inside, plus an improved gyroscope and accelerometer. These together can sample motion 4x faster than before, so the watch will be able to detect a crash precisely as it happens. And in the unfortunate case of a crash, the Apple Watch will automatically call emergency services and notify your emergency contacts. I'll also note crash detection is one of the ways the Apple Watch 8 versus Apple Watch SE compare, demonstrating that it's possible to promote safety without paying more. I just wish this was also the case for an Apple Watch Ultra feature, but more on that in a minute. The Apple Watch Series 8 has a long-time wishlist feature of mine, low power mode. Yes, earlier Apple Watch devices have power reserve, letting you see the time when the watch is practically dead. But borrowing a handy setting from the iPhone, the Apple Watch's new low power mode will disable certain power draining features while leaving the device still mostly usable. It's easy to toggle on Apple Watch low power mode from the control center and be prompted on which features become compromised. You will temporarily lose always on display, continuous health sensor reading, and cellular connectivity. Depending on the situation, you can assign low power mode to turn off automatically after 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. With normal use, the Apple Watch Series 8 battery life is rated for 18 hours. With low power mode, the watch can last up to 36 hours. I am in habit of charging my Apple Watch every morning, but I found using low power mode for even just a few hours during the day extended my unit well past 24 hours. Charging looks the same, with a fast charger juicing the Series 8 up from 0 to 100% in about an hour, and 8 minutes of charging before bed, offering 8 hours of sleep tracking. I would like to note the Apple Watch magnetic charger can also be used to charge the new AirPods Pro 2, offering some cable consolidation for users who have both products. The Apple Watch's fitness tracking interface received a major overhaul in watchOS 9. You can now create custom workouts, switch automatically between multi-sport events, and monitor your heart rate zones throughout a workout. I am personally a fan of heart rate based training to promote effective recovery, so I liked seeing my zones for cardio and HIIT workouts. Everything felt as responsive and as accurate as any of the best fitness trackers. I also love the new interface that shows you your Apple Watch rings within the workout app. Before, I would regularly leave the workout app to go check my progress. Of course, when I work out with Apple Fitness Plus, I can also see my rings on my iPhone or iPad screen during each class. The $9.99 month exercise platform recently made it possible to work out without an Apple Watch, but having one definitely makes for the optimized experience. Another watchOS 9 feature I use daily is the new Medications app. Once I set up my medications in the Health app on my iPhone, my Apple Watch Series 8 has started alerting me the same time each day to log my intake. It even adapted when I changed time zones and alerted me to possible interactions I should know about. I am always searching for the best Apple Watch apps, but there are a few I have been loving recently that I thought you might want to try when you get a new Apple Watch. Swing Vision is a great program for upping my tennis game, while Headspace has helped me meditate in small doses each day. Waterminder is my favorite app for staying hydrated too. While the Apple Watch Series 8 has shaped up to be an iterative update, the $799 Apple Watch Ultra is unlike any smartwatch we have seen from the Apple before. It figures to be the largest and longest lasting Apple Watch ever, and also the most rugged. There are several differences between the Apple Watch Series 8 versus Apple Watch 8 Ultra, including size, design, and features. And mostly it makes sense why the Apple Watch Ultra has certain features that the Apple Watch Series 8 does not. I am not planning to go deep sea diving with the Apple Watch Series 8 anytime soon, but the one Apple Watch Ultra feature I think Apple should have tried to add to the Series 8 is the siren. The siren on the Apple Watch Ultra is 86 decibels loud, as made possible by a new speaker system in the larger watch. Even if it's not quite as loud, I wish the standard Apple Watch had a siren app that could be triggered in case of emergency. Personal safety is a major concern in the city in which I live, not just in the great outdoors. Fortunately, the Apple Watch Series 8 does get the redesigned Compass app found on the Apple Watch Ultra. I used the new waypoints tool to save points of interest on a recent hike, while the new trackback features succeeded in taking me back to my car. Yes, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and many of the best Garmin watches have these kinds of GPS features, but it's now easier to call the Apple Watch Series 8 one of the best sports watches for basic outdoor activities. That said, if you are truly adventure driven, you might find the Apple Watch Ultra has more to offer. We'll have a full Apple Watch Ultra review. Please go check them out. The skin temperature sensor, crash detection features, and low power mode make the Apple Watch Series 8 better enough than the Series 7. However, I will say the design and WatchOS 9, neither exclusive assets, are what make the experience as great as it is. I think the Series 8 is the sweet spot for upgrades for owners of the Apple Watch Series 4 or Series 5, or just anyone who wants a full featured watch experience.